What's up, Bulldog Nation? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com, back here at Combine Brothers every Thursday night. Come on down to Combine Brothers, the home of the Poland Bulldogs. Cannot thank Susie and the entire crew for all they do, not only for all of us at YSN, but these great Bulldog athletes every week. Come on down next Thursday night. We will be back here. Hopefully, we'll be talking about another big win for the Bulldogs over Lakeview. Fans, how about a hand? Senior player profile, Jacob Jenkins, wide receiver, the Poland Bulldogs. Thanks for joining us. What's that mean to you when you hear a nice crowd and a nice ovation for yourself? Obviously, a great group of seniors. Talk about what this means for you in this senior season.
Oh, it's great. We have such a close community and family, and our team we're just so close. Like, we're always hanging out.
Yeah, so. You could tell this group is very tight-knit. They're always – that's what I love about this group. You're always here. It doesn't really matter who's coming on the show because they're here every week. And that's a testament to not only your families, but the players and the closeness that you guys have. But talk about your family a little bit and what they mean to you.
No, my family's everything to me. Like, parents are definitely my role models, always looking up to them. I can go to them for anything I need. And just, yeah.
Any brothers or sisters?
I have 2 sisters and 1 brother.
All right, 2 sisters and a brother. So where does Jacob fall in that tree? Older, younger?
I'm the youngest.
So – Jacob is so you get everybody's keeping their eye out on Jacob, which I think is fantastic to have older siblings. Talk about what they mean to your brothers and sisters.
I definitely look up to my brother a lot, my sister. Yeah, my older sister lives in Columbus, so I see her a couple times around.
All right, but she can always watch on YSNLive.com to your family, no doubt. That's a thrill for you and all you do. Week 9. I have a hard time. Like, that's crazy to say week 9. It felt like we sat here the first night and it was 85 degrees out. Does it go as fast for you guys as it does for what we're able to do each week? Does it go fast, or has it slowed down for you guys at all?
I feel like it's just flying by. Like, I just feel like we were in summer or fall camp just last weekend.
And it was, I want to say last week it was back to the 80s. So that was like summertime all over again. But you go back to that football game Friday night against Girard, and they're that team that nobody really wants to play every week because they can put some points up on the board. You guys go on the road and get a great, great win. Wide receiver, your offense. Talk about that. I think this offense continues to get better, and I don't think we've seen the best performance of this offense yet. Is that fair to say?
I feel like we have a lot of potential, and we're going to keep growing every week. We have a lot more to do.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's a lot more to do for this group. They will play Lakeview Friday night at home. Head on over, Bulldog Nation, to the stadium. Check them out. If you can't make it, check us out on YSNLive.com, your home of the Bulldogs all season long. I go back to the South Range game. And from that point on, I think that you guys, and it's a credit to Coach, and Coach was on tonight. I think you guys have done a good job of – that was one football game that I think has helped this team prepare down the stretch to get where you need. What are some of the things you guys have learned from that loss heading down the final stretch of the season?
I just feel like that was like a building block for us. Like, we just needed to put more work in, like step it up a little bit, just like get back on track. I feel like we're just kind of taking it off.
Yeah, that's a good answer. And sometimes I think that's the hardest thing to do. Sometimes when a high school group loses, those next couple of weeks become harder because you're not used to losing. You guys aren't used to losing as a group, and you've done a good job, and you're 7-1. Do you guys look at that as a group? 7-1, when I say that to you, 5th in the computer ranking, an opportunity to still win the league. If South Range would get a loss, you would tie with them. An opportunity for some home playoff games. Do you guys talk about that as a group?
I feel like it's definitely in our mind, but like we just focus on every single week. It's just like you can't be looking too far ahead. So
yeah, no doubt. Jacob Jenkins, senior player profile. Coach Pav, I hope you're watching. Be proud again, because these guys have all the answers that a good coach and a good coaching staff create. How is it to play for this group of coaches? To me, it seems like a great group that you guys love to play for.
They definitely are. They're like, just as like being around them, like we're all just a family. So like it's nice. Like they're like leaders to us. We always look up to them. Always to go to them for anything. So it's nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of good leaders on this coaching staff. There's a lot of good leaders in this senior class. Can you believe it's almost over?
No, that's
And I'm not saying because I think this group can go a long, long way, but man, it's like winding down. It's 50. It's rain. It's the weather's going to start to change. And do you think about that, or you just keep that day by day mentality?
I like the day by day mentality, but it's just crazy to me. Like a lot of us, we won the Super Bowl in sixth grade, and I just remember like that was like
Sure.
last year. It was crazy.
Sixth
Like
grade. Now you're sitting on YSN as
senior,
a
yeah,
senior, and let's be honest, in another 6 months, you'll be a graduate of Poland High School. That's
yeah,
how fast this goes. Talk about this group. You guys have a lot of fun, and I think it's more fun away from football, away from the practice field.
yeah.
It has to be.
We're always together. JD Mimo, always at his house, so it's a nice time. We're always together
Yeah,
for the
bonds
kids.
that you reach in high school and play on athletic teams in high school are bonds that you will have forever. Jacob Jenkins, senior wide receiver. We are going to play rapid fire.
All right.
Since Coach was generous enough to come on tonight and be in for Coach Pav, I'm going to go Coach Kappen. First word that pops in your mind when I say his name.
Gotta say, I feel like he's a determined guy. Like he likes to get to the point, but
Determined,
also yeah,
gets to the point. So
yeah,
what you're telling me is he can get a little angry then, is what you're telling me on a practice field.
yeah. He can be like sometimes, but he also likes to mess around. Like
Well,
yeah,
yeah, he loves to mess around, but I like to
he just like
determine.
he likes to be determined to like get us like on focus
I,
and on
I
track.
love that answer. So off of that one, first word about Coach Pav pops in your mind.
I feel like I don't know. I say willing because like he's like willing to do anything for us and like
I
he's
I,
willing to win.
I think that's a great
Yeah,
answer. Here's a coach with a big family, has kids playing different sports, gives a lot of time to Bulldog Nation, and shout out to him for that. That's a great answer. Your role model when you're having a tough day, who you going to?
definitely either like one of my parents. I can go to them for anything.
Mom
So
and dad
yeah,
are the best. Shout out to your parents for all they do. With Jacob Jenkins, rapid fire, your favorite pro football team is?
definitely the Browns.
All
Yeah,
right. Hey, we have one. The Browns. See that, JD? We're going to get you when you come to Cleveland. I doubt it, but favorite college football team?
Buckeyes.
Buckeyes?
Yep.
Okay. I was able to call a game at Ohio State because I do the YSU football on the radio. That is a very talented football team. When you watch them, what's your concern for the Buckeyes when you watch them?
I don't know. I just like watching our weekend. Like just kind of that last couple games. I don't know. I hope they
A
get the
little
win.
slow
Yeah,
starts, and I think that'll continue to get better now and they're in league play. Jacob's favorite food is
probably gonna say pasta.
pasta.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to help you out here. Other than the Combine Brothers, your favorite place to get pasta is?
Hmm. I don't know. My family makes some good pasta.
That's
So
a great
yeah,
answer. That's the best answer you could give
yeah.
right now. Mom makes good pasta. Shout out to her, no doubt. Favorite teacher you've had at Poland, and a thank you to him or her on YSN.
Teacher. I probably see Skinner, Coach Skinner. He's one of our coaches and a teacher. He just like
Coach Skinner. What's Coach Skinner teach?
I have him for economics this year, and also had him for history.
Economics. That's a big time class. Shout out to
Yeah.
him for sure, and all he does for Poland High School. What does Jacob want to do when you graduate from Poland? Have you thought any about this?
Not really sure what I want to do about college yet. Maybe going the trade route as well. So
Trade route
yeah.
is, let's be honest, trade routes anymore may be the best way to go. Um, so you got a lot of choices. Have you looked at any schools yet?
No, not yet. Yeah,
That's
not
okay.
sure.
You have plenty of time.
Yeah.
Enjoy your senior year. So, I'm gonna go against Coach Pav, and I'm gonna go to senior night, which is 2 weeks. I didn't get a chance to ask JD. You talked to me about playing in a Super Bowl in sixth grade. Well, senior night to me is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What's that going to feel like?
It's gonna be a packed house. I know all of my family's coming to watch me that game. So it's gonna be good.
And that's a pretty good rivalry.
Yeah.
Struthers and Poland, that's a big time rivalry, and those are two talented teams right now. Struthers is 6-2, and Poland will be hopefully 8-1 going into that game. So all I could tell you guys is enjoy senior night. It's one of the best times of your life, no doubt. How do you want this season to end?
I would like to go all the way. That's how I wanted to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that we've talked about this a lot, Jacob. The goals are out in front of you. Couple
Yeah.
home games, try to get a couple wins, host a few rounds of the playoffs. And if you're fortunate enough to get a couple home games and win those, you're halfway home to that state championship.
Mm-hmm.
Fans, how about a hand? Congratulations to you, this entire group. Jacob Jenkins, senior wide receiver. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks.